did a tutorial using the Jackie Aina e.l.f. collaboration palette. You could just skip ahead if you don't want to know my thoughts or whatever about the palette. But yeah, so that is what I'm going to be talking about first, and then I do have a tutorial using that palette, the look that I'm wearing today. So yeah, if you'd like to know my thoughts, then just stay tuned. I will have the number down below where you can just skip ahead if you just want to watch the tutorial portion. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. Don't forget to leave other suggestions of videos that you'd like to see down below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hi guys. Okay, so today I am wearing a shirt. Just wanted to FYI. So today I'm just going to be giving you my thoughts on the Jackie Aina and e.l.f. collaboration palette. The palette looks like, wait, let me open it. The palette looks like this. It retailed for about 10 bucks, which is pretty inexpensive, especially in comparison to other palettes and things like that. So most palettes that you might buy run you about 45 to 50 bucks depending on the brand, but this palette was $10. It includes 4 eyeshadow shades, it includes 4 eyeshadows and a highlighter. The highlighter can also be used as an eyeshadow as well, so you get 5 shades total. So the palette altogether comes in this really nice, cute, compact packaging that says e.l.f. on there, and then on the back it has just like, if you've ever purchased anything from e.l.f., you know it always has that little silver sticker, and it just says J Glow by Jackie Aina. So that is how that looks right there. So there isn't any like signature or anything on the packaging that you can just automatically tell that it's from her. I would have liked to see something a bit more creative, but e.l.f. is known for their sleek packaging and nothing really too out of the box. But yeah, that is that. It comes with this like pewter taupey shade right here. Pewter shade right here. This taupey brown shade, a dark brown, a greenish blue color, and a gold color right there. Now right off the bat, a lot of people are not the biggest fan, myself included, of e.l.f. eyeshadows. I used to use their eyeshadows when I first started makeup just because they were inexpensive, and that was what I could get my hands on at that moment. I didn't really want to spend a lot of money on makeup, and I was just starting out. The shadows in this palette don't really shock me from what how can I say this, like, it's not a shocker that they remind me of e.l.f. shadows. Like, there's nothing different about the formula or anything like that. Now what I can say is that the shadows are a bit on the ashy side, so I did have to apply a white base in order to get a really good color payoff. I did notice that when I was blending, as you'll see in the video, that once I'm blending, the color does kind of go away and it's not as pigmented as I would have liked it to be. But as I said, I'm kind of used to that because I used to use e.l.f. shadows a lot, and a lot of their eyeshadows in general are a bit ashy, which is why I kind of steer away from them. Even though they are an inexpensive brand, their eyeshadows are one that has just never really been to my liking. But these shadows right here, I will have swatches of the eyeshadows. I used this green one today, and I'll just swatch it. So right there you could just see this is just a regular swirl. It's really pigmented on the finger, but I find that just doing like a swatch, just doing the brown, as you can see, it's a bit ashy. I had to do like 2 swirls of that one. I'm doing 2 swirls of that icy color, which is what I have in the center of my lid. And then I think this color, this taupe color, is probably the ashiest of them all, which is that color right there. The shadows are good to work with. I do think that it's a good palette. I do think that it's a good palette, and it's well worth the 10 bucks. Like, I wasn't expecting to get super duper color payoff. It was 10 bucks. Like, what were you really gonna do with something that's that inexpensive? Now this highlighter shade I don't think will work. Like, I'm not sure. I just think it's a bit too ashy, but I do think that if you take the time and apply a correct base with this, eyeshadow palette that you can work with it. All I did was have to continue to just apply different layers on it, and I was fine. I think I applied maybe 3 layers of that blue, and everything else worked fine. For the center of the lid, I did have to go in with an Anastasia color that was pretty much around the same color in the same family, and that's Metal by Anastasia right there. So I applied that on top of it, but if you only have this palette, you can see if you could just spray your brush and apply it in the center of your lid, and it'll be fine. But I wanted something that was a bit more pop, so that's why I did that. But overall, I'm not sure if they're going to come back out with the palette or not. As of right now, the palette is sold out, so I do apologize for that. But a lot of people just asked me on my Snapchat to do a to do a review on the palette and to show you guys a tutorial using the palette, so that's what I did. But like I said, the palette was 10 bucks. I love the color. It's something that I probably wouldn't have never thought of in a palette myself, but I do like the color payoff, and it just so happened that I had bought a top that was around the same color, and I was just like, that's weird, but I don't even have a color like this in my collection, so I really did like that. The color that what stood out to me the most is that bluish green color, because I don't really see a lot of these colors, like a lot of that color right there being used. Like a lot of palettes that are coming out now are a lot just like neutral colors, and then that odd pop of like purple or blue or something, like a bright cobalt blue. I don't know, it's just kind of weird just to pop that in there, and then you have all these other neutral shades, which is what she kind of did, but her palette is more cool tone. So I do like the palette. I probably will use this because I do like the way my look came out. It's really smoky and sultry. So yeah, that is my thoughts on the palette. So if you can get your hands on it, it's only 10 bucks. There are palettes that I purchased that were like 50 something bucks, and the color payoff sucks. So for 10 bucks, I'm not gonna really complain about that. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the palette. I love the look that I did today. So yeah, don't forget to stay tuned for the tutorial, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hi guys. Okay, so today I am going to be using the Elf Jackie Aina collaboration palette, which looks like this. Just stay tuned. I probably already told you my thoughts in the beginning of the video, but yeah, so this is the first time that I'm using the palette. I have swatched it and put it on my Snapchat already, but these are the colors. The main color that I'm going to be using is this, like it's not really turquoise, it's like a blue green color, and then I'm going to be using this silver pewter type of color down below. So yeah, the first thing that I'm going to be using, I'm not using strictly this palette just because it doesn't have a great transition, but it does come with a highlight, a dark brown, this like cool tone brown, which is right here, and the two colors that I just mentioned. So yeah, like I said, you probably already heard my thoughts about the palette and everything. So yeah, the first two colors that I'm going to be using is Raw Sienna and Burnt Orange from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. These two right here, and these are going to serve as my transition colors. The brush that I'm using right now is the Luxie 227 blending brush. So I'm just mixing those two colors together, and I'm going to be using these as just like my transition colors before I go into another one. I'm not sure if you guys can still get this palette or if they're going to release it again, but I did get a few people asking me my thoughts about the palette and things like that. So I decided to use it and just kind of do like a mini review on it and let you guys know my thoughts and whether or not it was worth it. Excuse my hair's just everywhere because I didn't want to put the ponytail in, because my ponytails, if you follow me on Snapchat, be having me almost ready to pass out, for real. Okay, so next I'm going to go in my chocolate bonbon palette, and I'm going to get the color Bordeaux that looks like this. And I'm just going to take it and mainly focus in that color on my crease. This is going to be like a halo eye, as you can see in this eye right here. So you do want to make sure the color is even, because most of the time when you're not doing a halo, you put most of the products right here. You put most of the products right here, and then you kind of diffuse it. But you want to make sure that the color is pretty much even throughout the entire eyelid. Okay, so next, going in with that bluish greenish color right here, I'm going to take that and I'm going to apply it to the inner tear ducts and the outer corner of my eye, creating that halo effect. So you want to kind of connect them. And I am taking it up a bit. You want to leave a space. Now, it doesn't have to be a huge space, but you do want to kind of leave a space as to where you're going to place that other color to put in the center. And then I'm just going to take the other end. This is an Anastasia brush, and I'm just going to blend that out. Now, with this color, you do have to apply it more than once, because once you start blending, the color kind of does disappear, as you can see right there. But I'm just going to go in and apply it again. I'm going to go in with a white hair brush, because I do find that a white hair brush works better with these shadows. And then I'm just going back in with that Luxie brush and just kind of blending and diffusing it out. So on the other end of the brush, I'm going to take that little pewter color, which is this one right here. They don't have names. And I'm just going to place that in the center of my lid. Now, if you're only working with this palette, then you can just leave this color. But I want my lid to stand out a bit more. So I'm going to go in with Metal by Anastasia Beverly Hills. That looks like this. It's a really pretty, it's kind of like the same color. It's just a bit more pigmented. And I'm going to take my NYX Dewy Finishing Spray, and I'm just going to spray this brush. This is a Sedona Lace brush, but if you have the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush that looks like this, then by all means use that as well. But any kind of synthetic brush will work. And then I'm just going to go in and apply, and grab some of that shadow. Grab some of that shadow on the brush like that, and then I'm going to place that over that to just intensify it. As you can see, like it just went and just gave that a much bolder look than before. So now I'm going to go back in with this white brush, apply some more of that color, and then I'm going to dab it where that blue is. And I'm just going to take a brush and blend that out. Like so. So I'm just going to go and apply my lashes and my wing eyeliner. The lashes that I'm going to be using are my favorites, the Koko Goddess lashes that look like this. So I'm just going to apply them and then apply my wing, and I'll be back to show you the rest of my... Okay, so now that I am completed with the liner and my what is it called? My liner and my eyelashes. I did apply the primer. I applied the Angel Veil by NYX primer. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in with my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. Leave other higher end makeup suggestions, foundations. What? Leave other higher end foundations down below that you'd like to see me try out, and I will purchase them. So, but right now, like you guys know that before all I used was my Maybelline. Now I'm kind of like in a rut with only using my Makeup Forever, and I know you guys are probably like, girl, could you use another foundation? But it's like, when it's not broke, why fix it? So, but I do try, like I did try to go and find the Becca one, but it just, the one that I was looking at was just not my color. They have a nice range, but the foundation that I wanted to try out just wasn't my color, and I'm not a full coverage type of girl. Like, even with this Makeup Forever, I do believe you can build it up, but the light layer that I use on my face, like, I still see imperfections like peeking through, even though most of the time when I'm doing my makeup, a lot of you guys, if I'm not putting like a primer on, like it's like, I thought you already had foundation on. Now y'all know y'all gassing my head up. My skin does not look that good. And then I get a lot of questions about my skincare routine. I will leave it listed down below because I've already filmed 2 of them, and I haven't done anything differently. Like I said, that's not something that I do every day that extensive as in my routine, but that's when I know that I have like a problem area or something like that. So that's usually when I go and do all of those things to my face, because it's worked for me. I look like an Oompa Loompa right here. My foundation is not even that red. It's really not this red. So yeah, I get that question a lot about my foundation and stuff like that. And then leave other concealers too, because I know you guys are probably tired of me using the Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer. But I'm telling you, this is bae. Like, I don't pick up any other concealer ever for my face. Like, I used to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer, but this one is a bit more neutral. It's a bit cool, but it's a bit warm at the same time. So it's in a neutral range, which is what I find that I like when it comes to the whole highlighting and stuff on my face. That's what I like. So I like for my concealer to be a bit neutral when it comes to that. So for this look and this look only, I'm going to apply just a tiny bit of Fawn, because I do want it to be a bit brighter since my eyes are a bit smokier. So I'm taking Fawn. I'm only taking the tiniest bit because, as you can see, like, it spreads out a lot. And I'm only doing that underneath my eye. I'm not going to do it on my face or anything like that. Now, if it's probably going to be product left over on my beauty blender. But that's okay. So once again, I'm just going to take a tiny bit. Like, as you can see, it's a difference because usually this is the I guess highlight that I go for. So this time I didn't even squeeze out the tube. I just kind of dabbed whatever was left on there. And I'm going to spread that out. But only, I need a little bit more to match that other side. But only because I am going to really smoke out the bottom portion of my eye. And I want to kind of bring attention to the center of my face. Okay, so I don't know if you guys noticed, but I probably edit most of it out. I have a really bad habit of making spit bubbles, like, and it drives everyone that I'm around insane. But I can't help it. Like, most of the time I don't even know that I'm making a spit bubble, which is like, girl, you're too old to be making spit bubbles. But most of the time I don't even know. Right now I'm going to take my soft focus finishing powder from Black Radiance that look like this. As you can tell that I really love it because I am hitting pan on this. But I'd never really noticed that I'm making spit bubbles. Until my mom was like, if I'm around my mother, she's like, and especially if I'm around my mother and my niece, because my niece is only a few months old, but she's like 7. This is August, September. Oh, she's 11 months. She's 11 months. She's like, Erin, you don't even make spit bubbles, and your aunt is making spit bubbles. So yeah, I'm going to take my Black Radiance, this is just a Black Radiance day, 8003 concealer stick, and carve out my face. I love this thing. See, like right there. Okay, like, I promise you, I don't even notice when I'm doing it. Now I'm going to take my Sacha Buttercup setting powder that looks like this, and I'm just going to dip my beauty blender in it and set underneath my eye. Okay, so right now I'm going to take my Black Radiance contour palette, and I'm going to take the color contour. I'm going to take the contour shade right there, and I'm going to just use this first to contour my face, and then I'm going to go in with my Makeup Shayla contour kit, because that contour is a bit, the word contour really, that contour color is a bit darker. So I'm just building it up. As you can see, it's not as dark on that side. Then I'm going to do the same. Okay, so now I'm just going to take the Tarte contour palette, and I'm going to take that darkest shade, which is right here, and I'm just going to take this e.l.f. brush and deepen it up a bit. And I kind of want it to kind of fade into that what is it called? Black Radiance contour kit or contour color. I'm not dragging it all the way down. Now I'm just going to take like this fluffy brush. It was freshly washed, so I'm just kind of ruffling it up a little bit. Okay, so now for blush, I'm going to take Old Trusty, and that is Raisin by MAC. So for my highlight, I'm going to take Prosecco Pop. Yeah, Prosecco Pop and Champagne. No, Prosecco. Yeah, Prosecco Pop and Champagne Pop, and I'm going to be using that as my highlight today. And the brush that I'm going to be using is this. It's a contour shadow brush, but I use it for highlighting, and I'm going to be mixing the two. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go in with that that blue shade right here. Okay, so this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. On my lips, I have maxed out in Sepia, Style by Sepia, one of the two. I'll leave it listed down below. And yeah, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you soon.